Yeah, fine guys. Right guys, so we have seen what exactly the data, right? So different databases, right? So how we can actually the different ways which we can store the data into databases, and introduction to SQL. Is it fine guys, everyone? Just let me know in the chat. Is it fine? Is it clear every
Yeah,
concept that we've taught? Okay.
it is fine
Yeah,
and
fine guys.
clear.
Now we'll get into the actual execution of each and every command. Okay, so now guys, how many of you have opened their PG admin? This one. How many of you are open this particular PG admin now? Just let me know me in the chat. Just type me in the chat. Okay. Okay. 3 people. Only 3. Guys, only 3. Yeah. So 5. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fine, guys. How we can actually yeah. See, guys, what is you have installed 2 softwares. You have installed 2 softwares, right? So let me come to that point. Okay. See, guys, you all have installed 2 softwares. What are those softwares, guys? What are those softwares? What are those softwares? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. What are those 2 softwares? Guys, what are the 2 software that you have installed? Guys, am I audible? Yeah. So it was, guys, I want all to respond. Otherwise, I'll definitely ban you from the class. Okay, so I'm not expecting you any from you all anything, right? But just try to respond, right? So that makes me to understand whether you have understood or not. Okay, so you all have installed 2 softwares. The first one is PostgreSQL, and it is also called as mm, Postgres or Postgres, and second one is PG admin. Okay, so PG admin. See, guys, what is PostgreSQL? What is PostgreSQL? What is PostgreSQL? Can anyone let me know in the chat if you know the PostgreSQL? Guys, what is PostgreSQL? Just give a random answer for it. Flavor of SQL. Flavor of SQL. Relational DBMS tool. Yeah. Guys, give your answers. It's okay if it was wrong. I'm not gonna scold you anything. Something to access SQL. Something to access SQL. Relational. Yeah, I got the correct answer from Frankie. Right. See, guys, PostgreSQL is okay. Okay. So, guys, what is MySQL? What is MySQL? What is MySQL? Guys,
No idea.
don't confuse with SQL and MySQL or PostgreSQL. So SQL is just a language. SQL is just a language like Python programming language. So SQL is just a language. Okay, so also original domain. Yeah, so Hassan was given the correct answer. Okay, see, guys, for this MySQL, and there is I think Microsoft Server, I guess. I didn't remember the exact name for it. Maybe it could be yeah, so Microsoft SQL Server, right? So Microsoft SQL,
MSQL.
yeah, SQL server, yeah, MSQL server, and Oracle.
Oracle.
Yeah. So see, guys,
Yep.
these are the
Microsoft has-
different types of databases. Databases in which category, guys? In which category? These are the different types of databases of which category? Of relational databases, or relational, or else we can think of structured databases. Okay, so just now I told you, right? So there are two types of databases: relational databases and non-relational databases, right? So these are MySQL, Microsoft SQL Server, Oracle, or one more thing, which is PostgreSQL, right? So let me copy this here. Yeah, so these all are relational or else structured databases. Relational or structured databases. Is this clear, guys? Is this clear? What is the PostgreSQL? It's just see, guys. Okay, so I'll come to that point in a later point. Okay, so yeah, so these are basically a structured or relational databases, right? So now, what is DBMS, guys? What is DBMS? Does anyone know what is DBMS? What is DBMS?
DBMS is Database Management Services.
Okay, it stands for Database Management System. But what do you mean by that? Can you define it? Can you define?
It's like it's just like a database platform, just like SQL Server, Oracle,
Yes,
PostgreSQL.
absolutely, absolutely. So DBMS is just like a software, guys. It is just like a software like this, guys. DBMS is not a database. DBMS is not a database. It is it is kind of okay. So it's not like that. So it is basically a software. So DBMS is a software that manage the data from or into databases. Is this clear, guys? So database management system is a software that manage the data, or or manage the data from database or into databases. Okay, so now which language we are using, guys? Which language we are using in order to manage the data into databases for structured case? What language we are using now?
PostgreSQL.
Language. I'm asking language.
SQL.
SQL.
Yes, absolutely.
SQL.
So it was SQL, right? So SQL is a language. So there are, see, guys, how a Python language was there. You know Python, right? So how the Python syntax or Python concepts were there. So in the same way, see, for data science, see, guys, this course. What is the course of? This course names, guys? What is the name of this course I'm teaching now? What is the training?
SQL for the nation.
Hey, no, not this one. The course, the training course.
Data science.
Data science.
Data science.
Fulfill it. Data completely.
Yeah.
Complete the complete name. Guys.
Python for data science.
Yes, Python for data science, or data science with Python, right? So data science with Python. See, guys, what I'm actually doing, I'm doing data science with the help of Python language. I'm doing data science with the help of Python language, right? In the same way, SQL is a language. SQL is a language to manage the data from databases. Okay, so is this concept clear, guys? Everyone, just let me know.
Yes, Paul.
Okay, fine. Guys, it's better to do parallelly to me because that would definitely help you a lot. Okay, so see, guys, just you need to type pgadmin, right? So pgadmin is a you know, it is like we can think of a tool, or it is like a software only. So where, okay, I forgot to ask you one more question. See guys, I have told you we do have these databases, and we can store the data, into databases, right? So will this data store in our local storage disk, or else where it will store, guys, this particular data? Where you know, where exactly this data will get stored? Don't give me the answer database. It is database only, but where it actually? Yes, absolutely. So it was can I get a perfect answer? Yeah, so it was somewhat very near, but can I get perfect answer? So we do have databases, but actually where these databases are? For this Fatima was given the correct answer, but yesterday I've shown you one example, one images in the Google. Can anyone let me know, guys? Yesterday I've in the Google I've shown you one pictures of something. Guys, how many of you all know servers? Guys, how many of you all know servers? Okay, yes. So basically, whatever the data that we are storing into these databases, such as MySQL, Microsoft SQL Server, or Oracle, or PostgreSQL, the data will get stored into respective servers databases, right? So there is a servers. Yes, I've shown you, right? So servers, see, like this kind of yeah, so it is a combination. It is not only a software, it is a hardware also. So server is a combination of software and hardware, right? So it is basically a cloud storage platform, right? So it is basically a cloud storage platform where you can store the data into a internet, onto internet. We can think of, if you want to store any data into a in internet, right? So internet is nothing but like in somewhere else, not in your local system. If you want to store a particular data not in your local system, or else that, so you can store that data into cloud arranged space, right? So there are a few what we can say, the companies or organizations that they are providing their cloud storage to us, right? So we are just using that. See guys, so this was a server room which will contain both databases and the different kinds of softwares for it. Okay, so here for every databases that we're using now, so they do have that kind of you know, the database servers. So in that database servers, whatever the data that you're storing will get stored. Yeah, Ibrahim, you can. So I'm actually recording this session. Okay, so yeah, for yeah, now it was fine, guys. Once you search PG admin, you will encounter this particular page. Okay, guys, pay your attention. So I'll teach around like 30 minutes now. We will end today's session very before half an hour, I guess. Okay, so this was the page will look like after it got opened, right? So PG admin. Okay, so
Excuse me.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I was trying to load my DVD renter stuff database. I didn't get it. Can you just show me the steps?
Yeah, sure. See guys, so just forget about this. Okay, or else should I open it again from the scratch? Give me a second, guys. Let me save it first. Discord, no. How can I save? This one.
Normally,
Save file. Okay. So let me save it here. Show hidden files.
go to Jufimo. Korea Plan. Jufimo, baby. 12 lórí this. Hello?
Yeah.
Are you showing me? I can upload my DVD rental database.
Yeah. Wait a second. Okay, fine. Okay. So see guys, let me close it again and open it for you. That would help you. So just try to search PG admin. Okay, so when you click on PG admin, so it will take a few seconds to open. Guys, I hope you all have downloaded that DVD rental tar file from yesterday link. I've given the link yesterday, right? So guys, have you all downloaded that one, tar file? So it is basically a zip file, guys. It is like a RAR file. You all know RAR file, right? So it is a kind of sharing multiple files together into one folder. A tar file is nothing but. Okay. So guys, once you give the password, click on enter. Yeah. So once you give the password, see guys, so this is what exactly you will get. Okay. So this is what exactly you will get. And let me refresh here. So once you click on that button here, you will get this one. Let's see guys, how many databases that you can find here. Guys, how many databases?
One.
Yeah. So
two.
what is the SQL server? What is the SQL database server here? See,
13.
so it was PostgreSQL. So this particular server got connected into PostgreSQL server, right? So basically, my laptop got connected to the server, SQL server, which is PostgreSQL in this case. See guys, once you click on this, you can find the databases login or table, right? So now here, right click on this PostgreSQL, create database. Just you need to click on create database. Let me guys, try to listen properly. So DVD rental, let me give the name as DVD rental. Okay, so don't change anything. So just click on save. DVD rental is already exists. Where it is? I cannot find in the database. Okay. So here, right? Okay. See guys, just try to create DVD rental and click on save. New databases will get created. See inside the databases, I do have actually this one. So only it is. it is not allowing me to create new more database with the same name. Okay, guys, is this clear? This is how you need to create database. Okay, so this was my PostgreSQL server. I need to create database first. So I'm just giving my database name as DVD rental. Okay, so DVD rental. Just click on save. It will create a new database for you. Guys, is this clear, everyone? Once,
Yes.
yeah. So once that particular database got created, just right click on that particular database. Right click on that particular database. You can find a restore option here. You can find a restore option. Guys, are you able to follow me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So once you right click on DVD rental, that the database that you have created just now, you can find a restore option. Just click on restore. You will get this pop-up dialog box. Okay, so you will get this one.
It's telling me that please configure the PostgreSQL binary path in the preferences dialog.
I decide another.
Give me a second.
Configure the PostgreSQL binary path in the preference dialog.
Okay, you are getting the path, right? What was that? Can you read again what you are getting actually?
Please configure the PostgreSQL binary path in the preference dialog.
Okay. So where my file was. Please configure the Postgre binary path. Okay. So let me check that once. So how many of you are getting like that, guys, regarding path preference and all?
I'm getting like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Getting the please configure the PostgreSQL binary path in the preferences dialog.
Okay, fine. Give me a second, guys. Let me sort it. Guys, give me a second. Guys, meanwhile, you can take 5 minutes break. So I'll sort it that path reference or path reference, that one. So take 5 minutes break and come back. Guys, can you just click on tools? Click on tools. Can you find this restore button here? Yeah, Ibrahim, you can. Guys,
Is there? Please,
Yes.
it's still giving us. Please
Yeah.
configure the PostgreSQL binary path.
Yeah, can you send me the photo of that in the WhatsApp? What exactly you are getting?
Okay. Hold on.
Yeah. So just click on this restore and
That's what it's showing. I sent it.
yeah, okay. Please configure. Have you click on the tools and restore button?
Yeah, that's what it's giving me when I click on it.
Okay. Mhm. Guys, there will be one option which is path and all. So when you click on some properties, you will get the path and also.
Where do you click? Properties.
Mm,
Let's properties. Dashboard.
yeah, so I think-
Under properties, you click work.
Okay, give me a second, guys.
Edit. It's done.
Yeah, okay, this. Whew. Guys, can you find this DVD rental or else you can't even get that?
What do you say?
Can you able to see this DVD rental? Are you able to create database?
Yeah, I created a database.
Those who are getting this binary path preference. I'm asking.
Yeah, still giving the same issue.
This same email. This one are you getting?
No, the one I sent on the group. That's what I'm getting.
Okay.
The picture I sent.
Okay, yeah.
Hello, Praveen.
Hello?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
there's a
guys,
solution on YouTube.
click on this file. Guys, click on this file. Guys, click on this file.
Uh-huh.
Guys, click on this file, then preferences. You can find here a binary paths. In the path section, you find this binary path. Guys, are you able to do, everyone? Guys, those who are getting that binary path preference, that message and all, just go to file, click on preferences and click on binary path. You will get,
there from there.
yes, click on binary paths. You will get this one. So select the version. So which is, when you go down, see here, you can find PostgreSQL 13. Guys, are you able to do? PostgreSQL, okay, I think you won't be able to get this one, I guess. You will get, okay. So guys, once you click on this binary paths, what you got, guys? Can someone send me that photo? Once you click on this binary paths,
This all get.
is this one?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, those who are getting the same.
I put click on PostgreSQL 13.
If it was like this.
Yes, in that. Click in that. Later I put the path.
That was fine then. You know, if you are getting like this, then it would be fine. Just click on that one and click on save.
How do you get C program something?
Sorry.
Program you wrote. Come back again. The one where you are the binary paths.
Reference, binary paths. Just select that one and click on save.
Which one do you select? Hold on. I was unable. I can't select the binary path. The last one you selected, this. I can't select it. Do you click on something?
Okay. There is no. You can't able to select this one. Is it?
Yeah.
So can you send me that photo of that?
Do you select anything up? Hold on.
No. Actually, I've already set. Already. The binary path for this particular, my PostgreSQL got settled, so only it is shown like that.
Where do you get C dot?
Yeah.
Dot.
Can you able to click on these dots?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Yeah. So once you click on those three dots, you have to go. You have to go. Programming files. Okay. So yeah. So not downloads. Yeah. See, guys. Go to C drive. Go to this back button. So go to program files. Click on program files. Once you click on that, select this one, PostgreSQL. Double click on PostgreSQL.
Program file. Hold on. Where do you get program file? No.
In C drive. In C drive, you can.
C drive.
Yeah.
Do it again. Do it one by one again.
See, guys. Once you click on these three dots, you will get like this. Just go back. Here, the path is C users Praveen. So just go back. Just go to C. Now it was in C drive. So C drive. Then here you can find program files. Just double click on that. Guys, are you all able to do? Where is the file? Which file, Fatima? Which file you are asking? Guys, are you able to follow me? So just go to program files, click on PostgreSQL. PostgreSQL, then click on this 13 folder and click on this bin. Once you click on this bin, just click on select. Guys, are you all able to do? Just after selecting that path, just click on save. After
Yeah, it
selecting,
worked now.
yeah, so
It
just
worked now.
just click on file and not file. Yeah, just click on object, just refresh entire thing. Okay, just refresh entire thing. When you go down, you can find yeah, Fatima, click on the those two dots, right? So yeah, here go down in the second section, you will get this PostgreSQL 13. Click on these three dots. Once you click on these three dots, it will pop up a window. So just go back, go to the C drive. In C drive, go to program files. In program files, go to PostgreSQL. Then click on this 13. Then click on this bin. Then select. Guys, are you able to do, everyone? Repeat last step. Which one, Pallavi? Last step in a sense? After 13. After 13, click on bin. You will get the bin folder. Just double click on bin. Then click on select. Niche. I mean down. Guys, are you able to do? No programs. In C folder, you will get the program files. Guys, how many of you all done with it? Just let me know in the chat. How many of you all done with it? One. Guys, how many of you all ready with your PG admin? I'll start now. 3. Guys, respond quickly. No program, Fatima. What is no program? I can't understand you. What is no program? I didn't see. Which one? Program. I don't know. I mean, I know. Have you made that binary path? Have you done with that binary path? Yes. Then what you got after that? Just let me know in the. Just send me photo. What you got after that? Just Fatima, send your laptop screen once you done with the binary path. See guys, now go to 3 dots. Yeah, copy that path and just select that path. Okay, see guys, once you're done with that binary path, now you will get like this. You have already created a database, right? Guys, just click on this particular DVD rental arrow here. Click on arrow and you will get the list of options in that particular database, right? So catalogs and event triggers, extensions, and all those things. You will find schemas here. Just click on schemas. You will get this public. Guys, in schema, you will get this public. Just click on public. You will get table folder here. You will get table. Just click on there. How many tables that you can find there, guys? Just let me know how many tables that you can find. How many tables? Guys, how many tables that you can find over there?
$15 tables.
Sorry?
15.
15. No, in your case.
Okay.
See, go to that database that you created, DVD rental, and in DVD rental, click on schemas. In schemas, click on public tables. In tables, how many tables that you find in your laptop? Is there any tables available in that database that you have created?
No properties are available for the select object.
No tables. You can't find any tables here.
No tables.
Yeah, because
Yes.
the data set, the tar data set, you haven't uploaded, right? So did you download that tar folder yesterday? Where it was? Yeah, this one.
Yes.
DVD rental, this one. Have you downloaded all this? Guys, have you all downloaded this one? Everyone?
Yes.
Yeah. So just right click on it. Go to properties. Try to guys, right click on it, just go to properties. You will find this one, path of it. In C drive users PRAVE, and in that OneDrive desktop SQL folder. Just guys, how many of you all downloaded this one? Just let me know in the chat. How many
Yeah,
of
I've
you
downloaded it.
guys, just type me in the chat or yes in the chat. How many of you all downloaded this tar file yesterday? Only 2, 3, 4. Guys, I don't know what remaining people are doing in the class. They are not even responding and they're not even doing anything that what I'm saying. Yeah, I did. Okay, fine, guys. Just make a keep an eye on where you have downloaded that, where it got saved. Right? See here in my laptop, it got saved into users Pravi OneDrive desktop SQL. Right? So now let me open that. Now see here, guys. Let me again close this, all these things. Public schemas. Yeah, guys, right click on database, DVD rental.
Uh-huh.
Right click on DVD rental database. You can find a restore button. You can find a restore button. Click on restore. You will get this box. You will get this box. Guys, are you all following me?
Yes.
Okay. Once you get this box, here in the file name section, you can find 3 dots. Just click there. Go to the folder where you have downloaded that particular tar file, DVD renter tar file. Guys, once you click on these 3 dots, you will get this one. Just go to the location where you have downloaded that tar file. So in my case, it was C, then users, copy. Guys, just go to that location where you have downloaded. It's better to download in a like in downloads button, or else in some particular drive, or D drive, E drive, because when you download by default location, so it will go to somewhere else. Where it got downloaded? I think. OneDrive. Okay. Where is OneDrive? Here OneDrive. In OneDrive desktop. In desktop, there is a folder which is SQL. Guys, see, here is my that particular tar file. Guys, did you all find the location of the file, tar file, where you have downloaded that?
Yes.
Guys, everyone, please respond. It's already
Yes.
too late.
Yes. I've
Okay.
already downloaded.
Just click
I've
on that.
already recorded.
Yeah, select that tar file and click on select. Select that tar file, click on select. Once you select that, now again go just click on object, just click on refresh, or else you can even click on this servers, just right click on server, just click on refresh. Once you're done, now go guys, now click on DVD rental, then schemas, then in schemas go to tables. How many tables that you find, guys? Just let me know in the chat. Now see the tables, how many tables that you find? Oh my gosh.
15 tables. 15.
Yes, guys, everyone able to got the 15 tables? Just type me in the chat. No. What happened then? Have you refreshed did you refresh the page, Pallavi? Just click on server. You're supposed to get where you are actually looking at. It's supposed to be the same database where you have restored that, right? So in DVD rental, I've restored this one. See, I've clicked on restore, then in the file location, I went to the respective file location, right? So in C drive, yeah, I've gone to the respective file location and I've clicked on select. Then once I select that, what I did, I just click on here and I've refreshed that one. So now when you go to the schemas and tables, I've done that process. Click on the table and send me the photo of it, what you are actually getting. Guys, how many of you are getting 15 tables here in the table section in schemas, in DVD rental database. How many of you are able to get these 15 tables? Just let me know in the chat. One. Only one out of all. There's only one out of 8 people. What others are doing? Shadrach, Prajwal, Fatima. Jaber. Guys. Guys, what happened? Are you all doing or else? Fatima, have you done that? Are you able to get 15 tables? Yeah, Shadrach, are you facing any issue? Yes, uploading the data. Okay, have you created this database, which is DVD rental? Have you created this one, DVD rental?
Yes, I've done that.
Yeah, so just right click on it, click on restore.
Yes, I've done that.
You will get this one. Go to the file location where you have downloaded that particular DVD rental file. Have you downloaded that one?
Yes, I've downloaded it. It's
Yeah.
a zip folder.
Okay, so go to that location and select that particular tar file and click on select.
So I select the zip folder.
Sorry.
Should I select the zip folder?
Yeah, you need to select on that particular tar file, then click on select. Go to that location where you have downloaded that. It is in zip folder. Okay, it could be in anywhere. You need to select that particular file. See, this is what you got, right? So this was the folder, right? DVD rental. This is what you have downloaded, right? Yes. So just click on, go to that location. Go to that location where you have downloaded that. Just click on that particular file. Click on select. Okay, fine. So now, say guys, let me start with the today's one because it's already late. So if you are anyone having any issue, just see guys, once I do that, see in table column, in table section, I got this 15 tables. So there are 15 tables in my that particular data set, folder, right? Now see guys, what I'm actually doing is, let me go to tool, query tool. Now, so this was my query tool, guys. So just go to tools and click on this query tool, you will get this one. Now, see guys, see this was my the database was DVD rental. You can find DVD rental database here. Now, what I'm going to do is, so the first command is select command, right? So yesterday we have seen, guys, are you all Guys, pay your attention. Pay your attention. See, the first one is select. So select star from select any table name. Let me select this actor table from actor. See guys, select star from actor. So select this particular line, select this particular command, and you can find this run button here. Just click on there. You got the output. Guys, is this clear, everyone? Guys, is this clear? Just let me know the select statement. Guys, we have to finish the statements today. Okay, okay. So this is what. See guys, you know, this was my table. This was my table. How many columns are there in this table, guys? How many columns are there? How many columns are there? Guys, how many columns are there? Yeah, so there are 4 columns. The actor ID, first name, last name, and last update. Right? So now if I want to get only actor ID, if I want to get only actor ID column, so what I will do is select the column name is actor ID underscore ID from actor. Okay, so let me select this entire line. Click on this run. See guys, I got only the actor ID column. Actor ID column and every row in that. So there are how many rows, guys? How many rows? There are 200 rows. Okay, so there are 200 rows.
200.
So this is what exactly the select. And if I want to select multiple columns, select actor ID. So let me so in actor table, let me let me take first name, comma, and I want to select last name also, last name from actor. Okay, so let me select this entire line and click on this run button. See guys, I got the 200 rows for these 2 columns, first name and last name. Guys, are you able to understand?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Now we'll see different types of commands, guys. Okay, so let me, yeah, so this one. So the select statement got over, right? So the select statement got over. Okay, now guys, now instead of getting 200 rows, I want to limit the rows. So for that, I can use something called as limit, and let me take 20. Okay, so let me select this entire line, click on this one. See guys, now I got only 20 rows. Now I got only 20 rows. Guys, are you able to understand? See, now I got only 20 rows. Okay, so limit is a word, limit is a command for that. See, I'm selecting only first name and last name from actor table. This was the table name. This was the table name, right? So it's supposed to be like, let me comment here. Yeah, so it is select columns, or you can select complete table from select, supposed to be, guys, SQL is not case sensitive language. You can use all small letter or upper letter, but the data is supposed to be same as it is. See guys, in my actor table, I do have this actor ID. I supposed to use, guys, any issue?
No.
Okay, fine. Now select from,
For me.
this is table name.
Looking for myself.
Yeah. Ooh. Any issue, guys? Okay, fine. Now this is the syntax, guys. Select columns or complete table from table name, right? So that's why this one, and limit is a keyword. Okay, so now let me do one more thing, which is Okay, so guys, you all know this one, DDL commands. DDL commands is to create data definition language, right? So we'll see all this one. We'll see one by one. Okay, so the first one is select completed, and we have also select all, and let me see the distinct. Okay, guys, can you observe here in the first column? In the first column, is there names that are repeating, guys? So let me check that. Select star from actor. Okay, see guys, in the first name column, are there any names that are repeating? Are there any names that are repeating? Yeah, here we have Tim. And is there any Tim over there? Tom. See guys, so there are repeated columns. I mean, the names are same. The first name of this particular actor and as well as this particular actor is same, and the second name was different, right? So here is Macallan and here Miranda. Okay, guys, are you able to see? So I want to get the distinct values in this particular first name. I want to get the distinct values. Distinct in a sense, unique values. Guys, you all have seen unique values in the pandas data frame. Is that, guys? You all have seen, right? So unique values are different, the unique values, right? So now let me do that. Select. If I use select first name from actor, right? So if I execute this, I will get the first what happened? Yeah, so yeah, I will get this all the 200 rows for that particular first name. So I want to apply distinct. Now distinct on first column, distinct on this particular column name, which is first name. If I execute, see guys, so okay, now see guys, if you observe, if I use select first name from this actor table, I can able to get all the 200 rows because I will definitely get all the 200 rows in that particular first name column. But if I use select distinct first name from actor table, if I execute this, see guys, I got 128 rows. Guys, are you able to observe, everyone? So these are distinct values. So there are 128 unique values in this particular first name column. Guys, are you able to understand, everyone? Yeah, so this is what distinct is all about. Okay, so I can even apply distinct on multiple columns. For that, you're supposed to use this. Let me copy this entire one. Copy, paste. You can even apply distinct on multiple columns. For that, you're supposed to use bracket. Okay, so last name. Okay, if I execute this, see guys, yeah, so there is only one row with same first name and as well as last name. Guys, there is only one. See, I can able to get 199 rows here from from 1th row to 199 row. So actually it was 200 rows. Actually there's supposed to be 200 rows. Okay, so where can I find all the rules? There is no rules. Triggers, no. Indexes. Is there any constraint? Okay, so yeah, no need. Okay, see guys, earlierly it was 200 records, but here if I apply distinct on two columns, I can able to get 199 rows because there is one row with same actor first name and as well as last name. Guys, is this clear? Distinct, everyone? Guys, is this
Yes.
clear? Okay, now we'll see this one. Select start from table got completed, so distinct also got completed. Okay, so let me take another table. So okay, so now let me take another table which is fill. So there is also table which is fill. Okay, so select star from fill. Okay, so this line. What happened? Yeah, see guys, so this was my film table. So there is film ID column and title column and description of that particular film. Okay, so there are totally okay guys, if I want to check how many records in it, if I want to check how many rows, you can use something called as count and star. So if I execute this line, see, it was there are 1000 rows. There are 1000 rows in this particular film table. Guys, are you able to understand what I'm saying? Everyone, the count one. No, just try to remember this. What are the terms that we're using? So the first one is select. Then we have used something called as limit, and we have used distinct on single column and as well as distinct on two columns or more than one column. And we have also used the count one. Okay, so this is what exactly count. Okay, so now the next one is yeah, okay, now it is fine. Count also done, right? So yeah, so let me copy this. So there is one more table which is payment, guys. We have payment table also. So let me do paste here, select. So select distinct amount. Okay, so let me first print the this one. Select star from payment. Is it payment or payments? Yeah, payment. Okay, so let me execute this one. Yeah, so this was my payment table, guys, where I have payment ID and a customer ID, staff ID, rental ID, amount and all. Okay, so now in the amount column, see guys, in the amount column, I do have how many rows were there in this? Okay, so there are lot many rows, guys. Let me count the number of rows in it. Count. See guys, there are 14,596 rows are there. There are 14,596 records were there in this particular payment table. Okay, so what I want to do is that I want to in the payment table, I do have this one. I do have this payment column. So in that payment column, I want to find the distinct value. I want to find distinct value. So for that, what I'm doing, distinct of payment, distinct of amount from payment. Okay, so if I execute this, see guys, so there are yeah, see guys, so there are, I don't know how many it was. Yeah, now it is fine. So see guys, there are 19 unique values, and these are 19 records. These are 19 unique values that are repeating how many times guys? 14,000, around like 500 and something, that many times this particular values are getting repeated. Guys, is this clear everyone? This select or count and distinct and all, everyone? Now we'll see the where class now. Okay, so we'll see the where class. So what do you mean by where class? So let me do that here. Copy. Okay, see guys, you know the customer table, right? So let me print that customer table. Where is that actor table? Okay, so select ID and all. Now select start from actor. Okay, see guys, so this was my actor table. So I want to fetch the records. Whose first name is let me take first name is Tom. Whose first name is Tom? Where is Tom? Yeah, see guys, I want to fetch the number of records with the first name Tom. So for that, what I'm using is that so select star from actor, because I'm using actor table, actor, where first name is equal to, what is the first name guys? What is the first name I want to fetch? Tom. Okay, so let me select these two lines. Let me select these two lines and click on this one. See guys, there are only two rows. With the first name Tom. And you can give something like, let me give Shadrach. Okay, so let me check whether there is Shadrach ID was there or not. Okay, so first name. See guys, there is no first name with the name Shadrach. So only I'm not able to get any kind of record for it. Guys, are you able to follow me, everyone? Are you able to understand?
Yes.
Yeah, easy stuff guys. How do you feel? Is it difficult? Guys, okay, now see guys, here what I'm doing, select start from film. I'm actually, guys, are you able to see this PDF or this one?
The PDF, yes.
Okay, now see guys, what I'm actually want to do is that, see, select star from film, where see guys, I'm giving multiple conditions. So earlier I've given only one condition, which is where first name is equal to this one Jade, but here I want to apply multiple conditions. See, select star from film where rental rate is greater than 4 and replacement cost is 9. So let me print this select star from this one. Okay, so let me, yeah, so guys, you need to select that line and you need to click on F5 function key button, which is F5, directly to it will execute that particular selected line. See guys, so this was my film data film table. Okay, so this was my film table. Where is rental rate? There is no rental rate. Why they have used rental rate? Okay, fine. See guys, let me let me go to payment column. Okay, so let me give payment. Is there any, what happened? See guys, so this was my payment table. Yeah, see guys, I want to fetch the records from this particular table where the amount is greater than consider greater than 5, and as well as rental id is greater than 3000. Okay, so for that, what I have to do, select start from payment where rental id is greater than or equal to 3000, and amount is greater than or equal to let me take 5. Okay, so now if I execute these two, select these two lines and click on F5. See guys, so these are the tables. Oh my gosh, there are a lot many. So instead of that, let me go with the less than. So less than 1000, less than or equal to 1000, and amount should be less than or equal to 5. Okay, so let me select these two one. Click on F5. Oh, there are 0. Let me take 6. 5, 0 also. Let me take 2. Yeah, see guys, so these are the result of this particular thing, which are rental id is less than 2000. See, in rental id column you will get only less than 2000, so there won't be any such value which is greater than 2000, and the amount should be less than 6, guys. Is this clear, everyone? Okay, now, so that is what exactly with the two conditions. Okay, so now so that is the thing, and if you keep not equal to, you will get that thing. Okay, select and where condition and all those things. Now we'll see order by. Okay, so now order by first name. Okay, so let me copy this one. Guys, give me only 5 minutes. Let me finish it off, because yeah, see guys, I'm selecting a star. Let me print this first line. Yeah, so this was my customer a customer table where I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 columns. So there are 10 columns, and rows are, I don't know, there should be a lot many rows. See guys, I want to order this particular table name. I want to order this table by first name. Okay, so what is the first name first value, guys? What is the first name first value? What is the first name column first value? Guys, what is
Jared.
yeah, it was Jared, right? So let me execute this one. F5. See guys, it has came to alphabetical order. Okay, so first names are Aaron, now Adam, Adrian, right? So like that. So it was in alphabetical order. Guys, are you able to understand order by command? Guys, so this was a syntax. So I'm selecting complete table from customer, order by first name. So my first name columns are in alphabetical order. Clear, guys, everyone? Okay, guys, just be proactive, because I don't know how many are you all there in the class. Okay. Yeah. Guys, one more thing I want to repeat is that. Okay, fine. It's okay. Now fine. And see guys, the next one is, the order by all those things, order, just try to execute the different types we have for order by. Okay, so different types in which we have for order by. Okay, so anyway, I'll share you this particular thing with you all. Okay, so but you have to try out all these things. Will you try, guys? Will you try all these things?
Definitely, if I can get this part.
Yeah, guys, everyone, because easy things, easy stuffs, right? So DML commands, those are database. We have already done with the pandas, right? So it will be so easy. Okay, so there are like all the repeated things only. Okay, see here. Here we got limit 1. Okay, so limit 1 in a sense, what is that, guys? Limit 1 in a sense, what is limit 1? What is limit 1? Guys, what is limit 1? Yeah, Fatima, that's absolutely correct. Guys, what is limit 1? You will get only one row. If it was limit 5, you will get first 5 rows.
Just one row. That's the meaning
Yeah,
of limit 1.
limit 1 in a sense, first 1 row. 5 in a sense, first 5 rows. It is like head tail, guys. We have seen in the pandas. Head tail, head in a sense, top 5 records. Tail in a sense, top, all those things. So like that. Okay, so yeah. So guys, tomorrow we'll see this in class. Okay, so tomorrow we'll see the between and as well as in. Okay, so in and as well as between. Is it clear, guys, till now? Is it clear?
Yes,
Okay.
it's clear.
Guys, hold a second. I will share this particular document with you all. So I'll share the link. Guys, my sincere request to you all is that don't share this particular material with anyone. Okay, so because see guys, can anyone do a rough guess? What is the average price of data science, guys? Average course price of this course data science? Guys, can anyone make a rough guess? Average price of data science course, data science with Python? Yeah, it will be like more, right? So it is high paid course in today's. What is that? Yeah, Ibrahim, can you? Okay. So guys, it was high paid course, right? So this was high paid course and I'm giving you for free. So don't take it as advantage. Okay, so don't take it as advantage. Whatever the material that I'm sharing with you all, don't make illegal actions on that. Okay, like sending it to others or and even selling it to others. Okay, so I hope no one are doing like that. So give me a second, guys. Let me do that here. So basically, it was .sql file, guys. Right. So when you once I share that a link with you all, if you click on that item, you will get like this. But if you download this particular file, once you have downloaded this, you will get like this. You will get this demo, which is Microsoft SQL, the server file. Once you open this file, it will open in this file. Okay, this PG admin file. Okay, so it will open like MySQL, and you can even let me. I don't know how can I do that. So let me open a file. See guys, so I want to open a file. That file I want to open. Are you sure wish to discard the current changes? No. Why that? Okay, save as. Let me. Acha. Give me a second, guys. Okay, so anyway, so let me share that file, guys. Yeah, guys, I've just shared that file. So can anyone let me know whether you are able to access that file or not? So if you open, once you click on that, if you double click on it, you will get each and every command. But when you download that particular file, if you download that particular file, after downloading, after got downloaded, it will be like this demo. So if you double click on it, it will be redirected to this Microsoft SQL Server page. Right, so it has opened fine. Yeah, so if I double click on this particular demo file, so it will open. I don't know how it will open. Let me see that. So it is taken some, see guys, not this one. Okay, so it is taking some time, guys. Anyway, don't worry. So is it clear, guys, today's class? You know, you have this particular document with you all. So just try to execute each and every command that we have covered so far, right? So the different, and try to learn this particular PDF. Okay, so where is that PDF, guys? Yeah, so this PDF, I've already shared this PDF with you all. Is it, guys?
Can you resend the PDF file? Please, can you resend the PDF file to me on the group?
Please, I missed something. Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah. Yeah, you can. Who's that?
Sorry, Ibrahim.
Yeah, Ibrahim.
No, I left for like 10 minutes and I missed the part. How will I relate the database that's the video rental sent to us? How will I create a part so I can link it to this SQL? I missed that part. I'm sorry. Can you please just?
No, what you are asking for recording session or else just this data?
Okay, if I can get the recording session, then I'll go by myself.
Okay, you want recorded session?
Yeah, if I can get that, it should be okay.
Okay, just reach me out in the WhatsApp.
Okay.
Okay, guys, who? Okay, guys, those who don't have this SQL PDF, so let me share you for now. I don't know where it was. Okay, now. Yeah. Guys, I've shared this particular this one also, the PDF. So practice well, guys. So tomorrow we'll see the remaining commands or remaining statements. Okay, so that will help you.
Yeah, I don't have this PDF file and the demo file. Can you put it on the group?
Yeah, demo file. I've shared the demo file also. You can find the,
Yeah, and the PDF file. I need both of them, sir.
yeah. So let me share the demo file now.
Okay. Thank you.
So this was the demo file. The first one is this one. The last file is demo, and the on top of it, the this PDF slides, PDF slides. Okay, guys. So that's all for today. So we'll see tomorrow. Practice, guys. Finish it off that one.
Thanks.
Yeah.